In the 1950s, Taichi Ono was an engineer at a struggling car company. They couldn't afford massive new machines or huge inventories. Most people thought they were destined to fail, but Ono didn't look for a miracle. Instead, he walked onto the factory floor and looked for muda, waste. He didn't try to reinvent the car, he tried to reinvent the movement of a single bolt. He encouraged every single worker, from the janitor to the executive, to find one tiny thing to improve every day. If a worker noticed a tool was 2 inches too far away, they moved it closer. If a process took 10 seconds, they looked for a way to make it 9. These changes were so small they seemed invisible, but over years, these thousands of tiny wins compounded. The company didn't just catch up, they became the most reliable, efficient car manufacturer in the world, Toyota. They proved that greatness isn't born from a single stroke of genius, but from the relentless accumulation of small advantages. That is the core philosophy of Kaizen. Kaizen is a Japanese philosophy that translates to change for the better or continuous improvement. It originated in the wreckage of post-World War II Japan. While American manufacturing experts like W. Edwards Deming helped introduce the concepts, it was the Japanese people who turned it into a cultural powerhouse, taking their devastated economy and transforming it into a global leader in just a few decades. At its heart, Kaizen is the ultimate antidote to the fear of failure. It's the art of making such small, incremental improvements that they are impossible to fail at. Think about it this way. If you improve by just 1% every day for a year, you don't just become 3.6 times better. Because of the power of compounding, you actually end up 37 times better than when you started. That is the magic of Kaizen. We often overestimate what we can do in a day, but we vastly underestimate what we can do in a year of consistent, tiny efforts. Most people wait to feel ready before they begin. Kaizen asks for the opposite. Start messy, start small. Improvement doesn't require confidence, only motion. One small action a day feels meaningless in isolation, but time doesn't judge effort individually. It adds everything together. In a world celebrates speed, Kaizen rewards direction. Slow progress in the right direction always defeats fast movement in the wrong one. Kaizen doesn't ask you to hide your flaws. It teaches you to strengthen them, one careful adjustment at a time. You don't need to see the entire path. You only need to trust the next step is worth taking. So if Kaizen is so simple, why is it so hard to practice? Because our minds are addicted to dramatic change. We want the overnight transformation, a breakthrough moment. The before and after photo that proves we finally arrived. Kaizen asks us to abandon that fantasy. It asks us to fall in love with boredom, with repetition, with progress so small it feels almost pointless. But here's the paradox. Small steps feel insignificant in the moment, yet they are unstoppable over time. Most people don't fail because they aim too low. They fail because they aim too high and burn out. Kaizen lowers the bar so much that showing up becomes easy. And once showing up is easy, consistency becomes inevitable. This is why Kaizen works everywhere. In learning, in health, in relationships, in creativity. You don't need motivation. You don't need confidence. You don't need to know the full plan. You only need to ask one question. What is the smallest possible improvement I can make today? Not tomorrow, not next year, today. 1 page instead of a chapter, 5 minutes instead of an hour. One honest conversation instead of a perfect one. At first, nothing seems to change, and that's where most people quit. But Kaizen teaches patience with the invisible, because progress happens quietly before it becomes obvious. Like roots growing underground before the tree ever breaks the surface. Like water wearing down stone without force or urgency. And one day, you look back and realize the distance you've traveled was built from steps you barely noticed taking. Kaizen isn't about becoming someone new overnight. It's about becoming slightly better than yesterday, again and again and again. No finish line, no final version of you, just continuous, gentle growth. That is the real power of Kaizen.